I'm gonna do a video. I've been doing videos on how to fillet fish. I'm gonna do one how I learned when I first started dealing with fish the old school down south way. You get you a bluegill, like so. You get you a spoon, like so, and you just take the scales off. You scaling. You scaling. This one already scaled. Take all the scales off with the spoon.
And why you gotta go in that motion?
Oh, because you're going against the grain. Scales is laying flat like that. So you go against the grain. Bam. Even get right here. Take the scales off of there. Take the scales right there, right there. Bam. Now, you got a bluegill with all the scales off. He's still whole. I ain't even cut him open yet. Now, at this point, what I do, I take my fillet knife. You go right there. He got an opening right there. That's his little exit spot when he eat food. That's where exit at.
Yes, the asshole. He put the blade to his asshole.
You stick it in. Okay, look, you stick it in. Bam, you run that fillet right there. It's a bone right there. So you don't mess your fillet knife up. You take your fillet knife out. You get you some snips and you snip that bone. You see that? Snip that bone. You go right through that bone. Bam. And then you go all the way through it. Whoops. You go all the way through. Open him up. Just the guts. You go in there, you take his gills out and all his guts. You take that out and you put that in a Walmart bag. No. No. You take the gills out. Take all the guts out, all the inside. Still one more in there. You take that out and you give him a rinse. You give him a rinse. He's scaled. He gutted. This fish ready to fry.
Yep, you put him in some batter.
You throw that in some batter. You throw that. Let me show. You throw that bluegill in some batter and you fry him whole. See this size? Gills this size. Nice little fryer. Nice little fryer.
That's a good eater.
Right, nice little eater. Fryer.
Some people cut the head off, but you know.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll show you that too. Okay. So, for those of you who don't want to just completely fry it whole like I do, you can cut the head off. You just grab him, and right here, you get him right behind the head, and you just slice through there, and his head come off with ease. Now, this is what you got. Clean it up a little bit, and you got this. Some people want to go a step further. They want to take the dorsal fins off. You can do that too. I fry it like that, but you just take your snips, take the dorsal fin, and you cut it off. And that's so. Now you got that. Some people cut these off too. There you go. Take your snip. Bam. Cut that off. Snip. Snip that. Bam. Give it a rinse. Got a little rinse. And you got that. That tail, I'm not cutting that off.
Yeah, tail is a good eater.
You fry that tail.
That tail tastes like a potato chip.
You fry that tail up. Now look, you got you a nice. Look at that tail. Look at that spread. You got you a nice bluegill.
Yeah, that's a fish, not an ass. Yeah, he thought it was a woman's ass. He said, "Look at that spread, look at that tail."
you got you a nice bluegill right there. And you just fry whole. I'm gonna do another video on. I'm not gonna tell you what I put in it, but you get your whatever batter you use. You take the fish like this, put it in a bag, boom, drop it down in there, shake it up, get that grease nice and hot. This how I know when my grease hot. I run my hand in that water. When it do that, it's hot.
That's right. That's
when
right.
it do that, it's hot. That grease hot. Take that fish out that batter. Drop it down in there and fry it up. But I'm going to do another video on that. But this for some people who like to fry them whole. And there you go. I'm doing this bluegill fillet. Get you a nice gill. Something about like that. This we catch. Get you a nice sharp knife, fillet knife. This fish still got the scales on it. So what I do, I don't even scale it. I make a cut right here. Make that cut. Go right here along the dorsal fin. Put the knife in there. Run it right along the dorsal fin. Like that. Same thing to the other side. Make your cut.
How far down should you go?
Oh, make your cut till you feel that bone along the back. Feel that bone. Put the knife in. Run it right along the dorsal fin, right along there. You can see, like so. So this is what you got. You got a cut right along there, and on the other side, you got a cut right along there. I made this cut here, and I made this cut there. Now, you take the fish, you put the knife in, and you go right till you feel the ribs.
So you going around the rib cage?
You're going right around the rib cage, right there. Okay, you stop. You put the knife in about here, where you feel the rib cage stop. See that? That's where rib cage stop. And you turn the knife the other way. Stick it all the way through, and run it. Don't go through the tail. Don't go all the way through the tail. And then you take the knife and you just go right along the rib cage. Take that meat right off of there. Right along the rib cage. This is why I said don't stop. See, now it's still attached. You see it's still attached to the fish. You take the knife about here, make a straight cut across. Then you turn it.
You don't want to go all the way through.
You don't want to go all the way through. Just make a cut across just to the skin. You turn the knife at an angle, and you see how the knife flex. You need a nice fillet knife that flex. So you make the flex, and you just run it all the way through. All the way through. You kind of hold it, run it all the way through.
So you're trying to get as close to the skin as possible.
You get as close to the skin as you can, and there you go. Nice. Clean it up. Nice, boneless, skinless bluegill fillet. And you just repeat the same thing to the other side.
Get you some French fries, and you got yourself a meal.
You got yourself a meal.
All right, 78 Sports TV, brother Ike G, how to fillet a bluegill, and we'll holler.